the bereavement officer got in touch, which I thought, wow, this is good, to be honest, because I was looking for somebody to talk to. My name's Errol. Thank you for inviting me today. I'd like to share my experience with the issues or problems that I've had over the last 2.5 years since I lost my son Abdullah through suicide. I knew that he was having some problems because I always go down after work on Friday. We always met up, but I knew, something wasn't right, and I knew he was suffering from previously. His mum passed away about 8 years before through a brain hemorrhage, and he just never recovered from that. I later on found out that he started to drink. Later on I found he broke up with his girlfriend, and he also had a dog, and the dog had to be put down because the back legs went on the dog, so that really hurt him as well. So it's as if everything was coming down on him. So I rang on the Thursday and there was no answer. So I went to his flat and I, knocked on the door and there was nothing. So I got concerned then. I then decided to call the police. So they went through there, broke down the kitchen door, and I remember the lady police officer came out to see me, and she kind of hugged me and she says, "Abdullah is no more." So I said, "What do you mean he's no more?" So I just think it got too much for him, and he decided to basically say enough is enough. I'm still feeling it now, but as I said, I'm still suffering from the effects of what happened, because at times when I'm by myself I would think of Abdullah, the things we used to do. But it takes a long time for something like this to get out of you. Mine got hold of my number, but they were on it right away because they phoned me right away to, give me support, to say, "Are you okay? Is there anything we can do for you?" The bereavement officer got in touch, which I thought, wow, this is good, to be honest, because I was looking for somebody to talk to, but there was nobody as such, because it's very hard for you to talk to people when it comes to this sort of thing. People who haven't actually experienced this sort of problem. So it was good that there was somebody who was there to ask me certain questions. How are you getting on? How are you coping? Is there anything we can do for you? Yeah, there was definitely a connection, between myself and the officers, because we became friends. We were having one-to-one friendly chats, trying to, I would say, beef me up as such, which is something that I really, really needed. Well, to be honest, before I could look, mine was hands-on right from the beginning. They were there, phoning me and checking with me. She was very, very good, and she also invited me to a service down, I think it was Westminster Abbey, and went there with a lot of other people, and we had like a proper service, and that was good, And then there was also, I think it was every 2 weeks, we would meet and we would talk about, our experiences and how we're coping with a certain situation. So you weren't left alone. It wasn't just a phone call. There was peer groups that you could actually talk to people, which I thought that was good. That was good. And I really think, you need that support. Okay, some people's got big families, so they can get that family support, but I think also you need someone from outside to advise you, someone who's been talking to different people about suicide, because families, they can put their arms around you, but they can't really sometimes tell you exactly what to expect or what's the way forward. So it's good. It's good. I think it's a good service. I wanted to let other people know, about the support that is going on, who probably never knew about Mind, but it's something what is required for, people in the community, I think. Yeah. It's a good local support, I think, and I would advise anybody, to seek help from them.